So when the full moon is out, we can have both physical and emotional symptoms. And this has been really helpful for me to be aware of, because it has allowed me to understand why things occur, and then it gives me a bit of reassurance of why people may be a little bit more irritable, why my mind is foggy, why I'm tired, why I am having more thoughts, why I'm not sleeping well, why I why people may have impulsive or irrational behavior. And I think this is in medicine where we see this. So we may see a lot more stab wounds and gunshot wounds and car accidents and things like that. Certainly people with mental health illness can be, we can see a lot more, irrational behavior around that. But certainly the positive is that it can bring out a lot of creativity. So people who are very artistic, musicians, physical art, dance, people are really wanting to move their bodies, to paint, to create. And so it can be a profound amount of energy to help you create in whatever creative capacity that might be. Certainly from a physical point of view, people can have upset stomach, they can have headaches, they can have also digestive issues, whether that's, a little bit of nausea or diarrhea. Certainly flare-ups of like autoimmune disorder. So things like psoriasis can flare up, things like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus symptoms. If you have pain, specifically back or joint pain, sometimes that can be worse at this time. Certainly I'm not saying that anybody's bad behavior should be justified by the moon. I'm not saying that. I don't believe, as women, we should use our periods as an excuse to go full on bitch mode on people. I don't think that is, I don't think that's okay. I don't believe that. But sometimes what it does is it allows us to show compassion and loving kindness to someone who clearly may not have the knowledge and the skill to be able to manage what they're feeling. Whereas we are aware, self-aware. And, for me at this time of the month, it's really about focusing on self-care, right? This is not the time of the month to be booking a ton of extra meetings, to be running yourself ragged, to be, over exercising or, doing those things. This is really about, rest and allowing yourself to sleep if that's what you need, to create if that's what you need, to just slow life down a bit for a few days and just honor that versus trying to strong will it and push yourself through. And I struggle with that, honestly, because for me, being productive is important. And so laying in bed and being unquote unquote lazy is really difficult for me.